아, 몰라. 아, 청소 좀 더 해야 되는데. 뭐야. 음, 컴퓨터 알았다. 이렇게 두 개 겹친 건 뭐지, 근데? 아, 몰라, 의사야. 명상실이 어떤 역할을 하는지 모르겠는데 나중에 알게 되겠지. 이걸 해야 형성 표본을 많이 찾아서 아씨 저기를 해야 되나? 글쎄 래피 좀 하고 이물 농축해야 돼 진짜로?
Hey, wait. Is that some kind of a projection? And they're gone. Safely into my pocket. Let's see if my crew appreciates a relaxing landscape inside the base.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
씨.
Can you come see me? There's a thing.
아이고, 입구 방향이 좀 불편하네.
Hey there. Time to wake up. Don't be freaked out, okay? Everything's fine. Yeah, of course. Right. So, where do you think you are? Well, looks like I'm where I'm supposed to be. And not. Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. You're on the mission you were supposed to depart on, but circumstances have changed, and you're someone slightly different than you think you are. Huh. You look like me, and you seem to know me well. I feel like I'm looking into a distorted mirror. Is this some kind of metaphysical experience? In a way, you could say that. But before we get into it, I need to ask you some routine questions. You know who you are? Sound question. A lifetime isn't enough to find the answer. Look, it's not a test. Stating your name and role on this mission will be enough. Okay. In that case, my name is Jan Dolsky, and I volunteered to join the crew as a physician. I passed all the tests. They told me my resume was adequate. So, what went wrong? I'll be honest with you, a lot of things went wrong. This will sound disturbing, but my name is Jan Dolsky, too. I'm the one who went on this mission, but things got complicated and I needed help. So, I decided to create alternative versions of myself with different memories of their lives, different skills, and you're one of them. What? Wait, does that mean, yeah, you're my alter. But my life, I was supposed to. I wanted to make amends. And you can still do that, believe me, plenty of good deeds to be done here. You don't understand. I need to fix things. Everything's connected. My scars, the blisters on my hands. Wow. They're so impeccable. And my tattoo, it's gone. What happened to me? Who am I? Calm down, please. I know this is a lot to process, but it might help you to know that you're not the first to be going through this. Talking to the others might help you understand it all better. Take your time. Try to settle in gradually. Read the mission logs. Mission logs? I'm not dead, right? This isn't it. Death is something we're trying to avoid. That's why you're here. Okay. The absurd man says yes, and his efforts will henceforth be unceasing. Come again? Oh, just, a quote that came to me from, never mind. Just get some rest. Hey, what's the matter? I was wondering, is it just me, or
Or do you have it too?
Have what?
A splitting headache that won't go away no matter what I do. And a bad stomach too. Ever since that damn party.
That's worrying. A regular hangover should have gone away by now.
Yeah. Got me thinking. Maybe the booze was spoiled? We never checked its expiry date. Could have mold in it or some bacteria.
Okay, man. Just take it easy for now and don't forget to hydrate properly.
Yeah, don't worry. I won't be slowing you down. Even Molly's not there for me when I need her. Look at her. Sulking in her little space. I hope none of those idiots plied her with that rotten stuff.
You're never gonna believe what I found. Let me guess. A time-distorting anomaly?
What? How did you know?
Well, considering the presence of this huge gravitational anomaly in this area and Frankov's calculations, I expected you to stumble upon one sooner or later. As you know, differences in gravitational potentials create the effect of time dilation. So, I just connected the dots. You could have done it as well, had you taken the time to stop and think.
Ever heard of smartest in the room syndrome?
No need to get upset, Jan. Just tell me more about the distortion.
Well, when I got inside this thing, it just, slowed me down while...
All around you, time seemed to speed up?
Yeah.
What a discovery, Jan. This is just getting more and more fascinating.
Well, it's pretty hard to get rid of. The closer I get to its core, the more time I lose on the outside.
Yes, but you're also approaching the center of its gravity, which means that the core should slow down and be an easier target.
Huh. Interesting. I'll think about that. Thanks. I knew there was something wrong with her. I saw it. And I didn't do anything. Wait, what the hell happened to her? What does it look like? She's gone. Molly's gone.
What? But why? I mean, no, that's not possible. There was never any problem with her.
I came to see her like I did every day, and she was just lying motionless, cold and stiff.
레피디움으로 만들어낸 생명체의 특징이면
Never
지금
got to see
나머지
a real meadow in
얼터들도
her short life.
At least her life had meaning. She will be remembered as the first living organism ever to be created with the use of rubidium.
Now it's just us.
She was our loyal companion on this journey. Let's at least honor her with a moment's silence. Should I remind you that we are in the kitchen, the place where food is prepared? The longer Molly is lying around in here, the higher the risk of contamination. He called her by her name. And he does have a point.
Shouldn't we be worried about the contamination that might have ended her?
Let's just decide what to do quickly and get back to work. This is taking too much time.
Molly's been a part of this mission before any of us arrived. In a way, she paved the way for us. I say we bury her with honors. I can tell you how I like to go. With fireworks.
Still, we are talking about corporate property here. I say we put her in the freezer and take her back to Earth. Allied Corp scientists might be interested in her. But it's your call, Jan. You're the captain. What do you think? Let's bury her with honors on this godforsaken planet.
No. We can't do that.
What? Why not?
Don't you all remember what they said at training? If any member of the crew dies for an unknown reason, it is the duty of the scientist on board to carry out a post-mortem without delay.
Member of the crew?
She was a live being, and her cause of death is unknown. We should find out what really happened. We owe it to her, and to ourselves.
And it's a mandatory procedure. Let's do it. Let's perform an autopsy and see what we can find out. All right? I won't argue with procedures.
이쪽 유기물 퇴적지. 원파일론밖에 없. 아.
done here. Should I help with this now? Nice. I don't know that movie. Where my stuff landed here? All done here. Should I help with this now? Nice. I don't know that movie. Jeez, I packed a lot of stuff.
이쪽 먼저 탐험을 끝내고 저쪽으로 갈까? 이게 어디신데?
Come and find me when you have a moment.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Marie? Marie Skwitkowska? Where the hell did you find that old thing? Oh, I use it as an anti-stress ball, so it's always lying around. Anti-stress ball? This duck was the first audience for so many papers I wrote. Time for Marie to get back to her proper job. Hey, are you done with the post-mortem? Did you find Molly's cause of death? Yes and no. Don't you just love science? I know the direct cause of death, and it wasn't food poisoning. No? No, it was a severe brain hemorrhage. What? Why? That's the tricky part. Her brain looked changed. Part of it was covered with a strange, transparent film, like mutated tissue of some sort. Any ideas where this tissue came from? I don't know, Jan. I'm not a neurosurgeon, and I'm certainly not a veterinarian. Basic autopsy on a human being is all I'm trained to do. I ran a sample through our standard lab tests, and it doesn't fit any known results. So all I can tell you is this isn't any condition I could put a name on. This is not a satisfactory conclusion. We need to know more. I agree. We do know it wasn't the food nor bad air conditioning. However, there could be other external factors at play. This planet, the Interral. Who knows if the proximity plane doesn't interact with our reality in some ways we don't yet understand? We have no idea about the microbiome here, bacteria, maybe even viruses. Viruses? What are you saying? We should all get tested, just to be on the safe side. So, the technician was right when he urged us to examine the sheep. And we were right to listen to him. Now let's follow through. Okay. How do you want to proceed? MRI scanning. A simple procedure that will give us the first crucial answer. Is anything affecting our brains too? All I need from you is a simple upgrade of our infirmary. Think you can handle that? Okay. I'll take care of it right away. Excellent. We'll start the checkups immediately after it's ready.
콧물.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? Our surface exploration vehicle. So this is where he landed. Damn, you look busted. Shame. Could have made good use of you. Awesome. Another movie.
내려가나?
my stuff landed here?
아우, 뭐 이렇게 잡다구리하는 길이 많냐.
I'm trying to think of any signs that she was ill.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Is that the ball from the Titan Tigers game?
That's right. I knew you'd be excited. Yeah. So many good memories linked to this one.
Yeah. They scored the last goal of the season with that ball, after everyone wrote them off. Maybe it's a sign that we can make it as well. Thanks.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Oh, look at that photo. I'm surprised you took it. They told us to take things that bring back happy memories. I guess I hoped this memory would cheer me up in hard times. I remember the day this picture was taken. I already had a massive crush on Lena. Thanks, man. That's a lovely gift. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My old projector. It's symbolic that you took it with you. I guess it reminds me of the first time when I thought it would be cool to explore space. Really? For me, it's more about feeling at home. It will definitely make me feel more comfortable around here. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
My lucky old multi-tool. No wonder you took it with you. This little baby never ever let me down.
Yep, I thought it might come in handy.
Of course, every man in the house should have one. It sure helped me feel like one when the time came. Thanks, man.
I found something interesting outside. An exploration vehicle. Landed quite a distance from where the base was dropped.
Ah. Huh. No kidding. A buggy?
More like a truck, but it's busted.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I bet it's one of those tour vehicles. Did you know they were radiation proof and you can stay out in them for days?
Is there any chance you could do something to get it up and running?
Up and running? It took a mighty uncontrolled fall from what you're saying. I wouldn't get my hopes up.
아, 금속 엄청 딸리네. 음, 음. 이게 필요할지도? 사람이 안 가도 되면 농축 이걸 해서 공자를 돌리면 좀 좋지 않을까? 현실에서야 뭐 방사능 때문에 기계도 고장나지만 여기는 어? 다 만들어놔 이거?
This looks like a good spot to use the gravity sensor. Come and find me when you have a moment. So, did you get any interesting readings from the gravity sensor? Yes, fascinating stuff. The gravity field distortion forms a remarkable pattern. It's not like any of the other distortions we've encountered. Do you think it's connected to the integral? Looks like everything's connected here. I told you that gravity distortions have been observed on previous missions, but the scale of this one, it's unprecedented. And it's making me wonder. About what? You see, logically, objects on the proximity plane shouldn't have a mass in our reality. So how could they have such a strong impact on our gravity? It could lead to some extremely revolutionary hypotheses. It's so annoying that I can't devote more time to this problem. So, how do we proceed? Well, it looks like we have no other way but to destroy this extraordinary phenomenon. Are you serious? How am I supposed to use the illuminator on that? No, the illuminator won't help us here. We'll need to create a counterforce that will neutralize the gravity field. It will have to be very powerful and extremely precise.
I'll need some time to make the calculations. One mistake, and this whole thing can go dangerously wrong.
I can't even imagine you making a mistake.
Yes, well, you've clearly forgotten our exam in algebraic topology. I have, yeah? Yeah, we lost a whole 10 points just because of one stupid miscalculation. It haunts me to this day. Still, nice to have your trust. Just give me the time to study this case properly, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
you again. Is there a problem?
Yes, Jan, there's definitely a problem. People are fed up with how you're running this mission.
What do you mean, fed up? What is this?
Are you blind? Things gotta change, or else.
Or else what?
Or else the change will be you out of this goddamn base.
What exactly do you want me to improve?
I'm still sleeping on the fucking floor. Are you gonna build that dorm, or what?
I hear you. I'll do what I can.
침실이 모자란 건가? 그래서 바닥에서 자는 애들, 어? 침실 4개 있잖아.
All done. Should I take care of this now? All done. Should I take care of this now?
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
There is nothing more to do here. Should I move there? All done here. Should I help with this now? All done. Should I take care of this now?
이거 스캔이 왜 안 되냐고. 이거 어디 갔어?
So, have you finished your calculations? Do you know how we can get the gravity field back to normal? Yes, the design is ready. Our counterforce will have to come from more than one source. 2 neutralizing towers, one per each side of the canyon to cover the whole affected area. It will be an effort to build them, but if operated correctly, they should do the trick and give us safe passage through. No problem. We've got lots of time. We'll manage. Good. Because that's not the half of it.
어,
Once you set up the towers, they will need to be operated simultaneously. So, we'll need to send 4 people up there at the same time. Oh. Yeah. Better shape up your crew if we're gonna do this. I can see you're uncomfortable, anxious. I've had my share of stress lately. How can I help? What do you usually do when things overwhelm you? Well, I like to look for hope. In medical articles, for example, I look through reports about new medications or vaccines. Every time someone comes up with a cure for an obscure illness, I feel happier. Well, you don't have to look too far. Our little group is a scientific miracle. You're right. I can find comfort in that.
어떻게 받는 거냐고 검사. 의사 선생님 여기 와야 되나?
I'm real tired of seeing my face everywhere.
왜 안 받아줘?
Okay, just lie still and think of something engaging. When will you have the results? Not before I finish scanning everybody. You're the first one, so after we finish, you can go to bed and come back in the morning. I should know more by then. Okay, ready? Here we go. Something's gonna be wrong. I just know it. So, what do you think? Man, I slept like a baby. I'm glad you took our little talk seriously. Good. Let's put this whole thing behind us and focus on what's ahead.
다들 여기 모여서 검사라고 했지. 영상실이 아니고 최면실 아니에요? 국물이랑 금속이 꽤 들어가네.
So, you have our results? Yes. It was a long night, but everyone got scanned. I've just finished running the results through our medical software. And, well, there's no easy way to put it. It's there. Mutated tissue. It's growing in our brains. What? You mean we all have it? No. Not all. Almost everyone is affected, but there's one exception. You, Jan. You're the only one that's clean. Holy shit. Yeah. You know what that means? That it's the cause of Rapidium? Oh, I wouldn't go so far. You were the only one who wasn't created with it, true. But there were so many other factors. The speed with which our brain tissue was forced to grow, external circumstances, like radiation, that could have disrupted the process somehow. There are two things we know for sure. One, creating any other altar will most probably result in the same condition. And two, if we don't find a cure, we will all die, just like the sheep. The whole crew, except for you. It's a matter of days. Look, man. I know you're not the emotional type, but is this the moment you want to talk about how you feel? I appreciate what you're trying to do here. Stop and think about it for a moment before we move on to try and find a solution. But what do you want me to say? If you look at it from a certain angle, death is a logical outcome of events. I suppose not knowing exactly what caused it bothers me more than not being immortal. The only thing I'm really scared of is the possibility that this mission will fail because I won't be around. So, how do we find a cure? Well, I don't know. Try as I might, this is where my expertise ends. Okay, don't worry. We'll think of something, right? We always do. I don't know, Jan. Maybe the people who told you to branch yourself will be able to help us. Maybe. I am still waiting on a call from Lucas about the coordinates. It's worrying he hasn't got in touch yet. Well, let's hope he does. In the meantime,
Best we can do is focus on getting rid of that gravity distortion. Even if we can't make it to the end of the mission, at least we can clear the path for you.
Okay, Matt. Thanks. All done here. Should I help with this now? need to talk. I'm real tired of seeing my face everywhere.
Hey, how are you holding up?
It's, all very confusing. Things are happening so quickly. I've just woken up to this strange reality, and now... death. I thought I was prepared for it when I applied for this mission, but it doesn't make any sense.
Are you settling in? You joined us at a difficult moment.
Believe me, before I got here, I've seen some of the most unfriendly places to live on our home planet. Not much can put me off. Want to know what really impresses me? The variety of walks of life in this base, all belonging to one man. It's amazing how different we are.
Yeah. Guess I got used to it by now.
I don't think I ever will. I noticed something else, too. The others. They have a lot of common memories, many things that they can relate to, but me? I seem to be different. More different, I mean. I think it must be because I branched away at some much earlier point in time. When do you think that was? I don't know. But you all stayed with our parents. For better or worse, I didn't. I ran away from home when I was a teenager.
Seriously?
Why? What happened? You know how it was at home. Never really nice. But one day, I just couldn't take it anymore. I had an ugly row with Dad. Again. He told me I was useless. Again. And Mom? I loved her, but she was so passive in it all. All I knew was that I wanted to be somewhere else. I had a friend by that time, so I packed my stuff and went to live with Edgar. Edgar, a retired doctor, my mentor. He worked down the streets of the slum district I ventured to, distributing food and medicine to the needy. Took me under his roof and taught me that however much you do for others, there's always room for you to become a better person. You just have to see it.
Jeez, that sounds like putting a lot of pressure on yourself.
It's like taking a hike in the mountains, Jan. Is it an effort? Yes. Do you feel overjoyed when you reach another summit? Yes. Do you want to climb a higher one next time? Of course you do. Because when you do it, you feel free. Free from any material needs and desires.
Free from desires? Does that mean you're some sort of monk?
No, Jan. Far from it. In fact, I was just going to approach you about something very human. Go on. Well, you see, I look around and I see amazing people. Us, a unique group of extraordinary individuals. But what are we mostly preoccupied with? Efficiency. Scurrying and hurrying to get things done. Prosaic tasks. Repetitive activities. Even if we entertain ourselves, it's for a purpose. We never pause because we're so afraid to die. But eventually, we will die anyway, right? Of course. But it does make a difference if we die now or later. Who knows? Maybe it makes more of a difference if we die happy or not. The only thing certain is the present moment, Jan. And I know one thing. We're not cherishing it enough. How can we cherish it? Stop for a second and enjoy something special together. Let me prepare a feast for our group to feed not just the body, but the soul. Make everyone feel that even if their material life has to end, their existence will be timeless. A feast to celebrate our mortality, Jan. Let go of our fear. What do you say? Okay. And what would you need to prepare such a feast? Don't worry, not much. I'm used to running a mass kitchen with only the basic ingredients. But I like to experiment with some recipes first. So I guess I'd like to ask you for some time and a decent amount of fresh greenhouse produce. Why don't you start at once? We have enough supplies for your needs. Thank you, Jan. You won't regret it.
Lucas, what took you so long?
Man, finally. I was trying to reach you for days, but I was getting some distortions. I had to reprogram the frequency. What the hell is going on out there? Is the base safe?
No, it's not. We stopped again, in the middle of a great big canyon this time. There's a massive gravity field distortion in front of us.
Gravity distortion, shit. That would explain why I couldn't get through to you for so long. This is not good news, Jan. You need to find a way to neutralize it. Have you managed to collect any data?
Yeah, I built a gravity sensor. Looks like I'm gonna need to set up some neutralizing towers on the canyon rooftop.
So, you already have a solution. Well done. That's good news. Anything else I should know about?
My altars. They're suffering from a mysterious disease.
What do you mean?
Some strange brain mutation. Molly. The sheep I had to create to test Rapidium had it too. She died without warning.
Shit, Jan. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
What about you?
I'm fine. It's just them.
Oh.
Yeah. Rapidium. Not so great after all.
Yeah, I guess it couldn't be perfect. Nothing is. Not in this world. Still, we can't give up, Jan. Not yet. Maybe there is a cure. A method to undo this side effect. Tell me, do you know anything more about this condition?
I have MRI scans of the whole crew and Molly's autopsy report.
Wow. You've been busy. Send them over. I need to take this to Maxwell at once.
Maxwell. You never told me he was the brain behind the branching procedure. What exactly are the two of you up to?
Up to? Who do you think we are, Jan? Some scheming comic book masterminds? I never said anything about Maxwell's research because I don't want him to get into trouble. He must trust you a lot if he told you all about it. Or maybe he's simply so excited about what you've done, what it could mean for him, that he stopped caring about exposing himself.
His research must have been interesting. I mean, the corporation decided to shut it down. That says a lot.
Yeah, you're right. What can I say? Not many people were ready for it. Altering mind records. I mean, we were on the brink of a real revolution in cognitive science. But the practical implications, they could change so much more. And we were just a step away from getting it right.
We?
Yeah. I worked with him on Project Ela. That's why I followed him when he was transferred to mining ops.
So, if Project Ela was so great, why was it killed?
Officially? Some corporate budget-cutting bullshit. But if you ask me, once the board realized what he was doing, they got scared. What they had in mind for our lab was a contract with the Army that could go on for years and guarantee state funding. They wanted to fix people so they could send them back into action. We wanted to cure them.
That project, Ela. What was it about?
Helping people. Patients affected by PTSD, war veterans mostly. Everyone else wrote them off. Except for Maxwell. He never gave a shit about what other people thought. He came up with new quantum-based technology to ease the pain of their trauma. Altering memories. Painful memories.
So, you think Maxwell could find a cure for my alters?
I don't know. But what you're doing is a continuation of his life's work. You can be sure he'll do everything to help you. I'll talk to him at once and relay your findings to him. We'll see what he thinks.
Okay.
In the meantime, you should focus on clearing your route out of that canyon. Neutralizing that gravity distortion might take some time and resources.
Roger that.
Hang in there, Jan. We'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Thanks, Lucas.
L7 out.
상담사, 어? 노동자... 음.
Young, I'd like to talk to you.
Hey there, buddy. How do you feel?
Been better, that's for sure.
What is this place? And shit. Who are you? Don't worry, not an illusion. There's a perfectly rational explanation to this. Just let me ask you some control questions first, okay?
Sure. Fire away.
Do you remember your name?
Yeah. Jan. Dolsky.
And what's your role on this mission?
I'm a refinery operator. Oh, you look like me, but also not like me. Are we brothers or something?
We're much more than that.
일란성 쌍둥이도 형제는
We're the
형제지?
same person.
Genetically speaking. Whatever you're trying to tell me, stop beating around the bush, okay?
All right then. You're my alter. I created you with the use of Rapidium.
Rapidium.
Yeah, we did it. It's here.
Wow. You hear that, Ben?
Ben? What Ben?
Huh? Oh, never mind. Hey, wait. What was that you said about creating me?
Look, you've obviously still not recovered from the shock. Why don't you rest a little and read the mission logs? They'll put it in perspective. We can talk more when the meds wear off.
The meds. Yeah, that explains a lot. Not everything, but I feel like there's something more to this feeling of being so light, weak, you know?
Just relax, take it slow. You'll feel stronger in no time.
Okay, yeah. Maybe. And hell, I can't wait to see Rapidium.
You will soon. I promise.
이사가
You wanted
우리
to talk?
실험이래.
Is it about your cooking experiments? How'd it go? Amazing. surpassed my expectations. I have enough ideas for 3 full courses. And maybe something a little extra too.
Great. When can we start?
Yeah, about that. There's a little hindrance.
What do you mean?
The kitchen I used to cook in was quite basic, you know? So, I'm not very good with high-tech equipment, like an automatic food processor. I think I broke it.
High tech? Ally Corp equipment? That's the best joke I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, I know. It's still much more complicated than a wok and an iron stove.
I guess we're gonna have to fix it then.
Yeah, that, and the electricity in the kitchen.
What?
I think I fried the circuit breaker.
예?
There's no power in the whole module. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Shit happens. We'll just get the whole kitchen fixed. But you gotta promise me that feast is gonna be massive.
That I can guarantee.
All right. Let's get to work then.
뒤에 타고 있는 거 너무 웃기네.
Shit, man. What can I tell you? It's what always happens, right? Just when you start hoping things can change, someone or something decides to drop a goddamn bomb on you. Story of my fucking life.
Don't worry. We'll find a way out of this. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Jan Dolsky never gives up, right? We're just gonna work our asses off until we either make it or break it. Yeah.
아니 님들 지금 쉬는 시간이에요? 왜 단체로 저러고들 음. 어디서 가서 캐냐. 음.
Where my stuff landed here?
매분 다 이런 거 같은데? 음.
I'd like to be alone, please.
Hey, how are you holding up?
What do you think? You heard the news, didn't you? We're going to die.
Look, the results aren't great, but we don't know that for sure.
What about Molly? You saw her stiff and cold. I don't want to go like that. I still have so much to do.
She was created ahead of you. That gives us time.
Yeah. So, whatever it is we need to do, we have to hurry, right?
Hey man, how are you taking it? First Molly dying and now your condition. It must be hard for you.
How am I taking it? Well, I've been thinking. If Molly was the first one you created, and I was the second one, does that mean I'm next in line?
No one else is dying. Not on my watch.
You seem pretty confident about it. But the way Molly went was just so sudden. The irony is, I liked being around that creature. It kinda consoled me.
Yeah, me too. I thought I was the only one who missed the poor beast.
Did she remind you of Mom's dreams, too?
Yeah. She always wanted to move to the country and settle down on a farm.
She wanted to raise sheep, remember? It only came back to me after Molly went.
Yeah. True, I'd forgotten about that. Dad never took those dreams seriously. And neither did we.
That's an understatement. We absolutely hated them. Her annoying love of nature. Every weekend she'd go, "Jan, why don't we go for a walk? See how the park has changed since last week."
Looking back, I wish I'd said yes more often.
Yeah. Our idea of a perfect day was to stay in our room all day and play games.
Luckily, she let it go eventually.
Oh, no. Now, she gave up on us, but she never let go of her sanctuary.
Sanctuary? What do you mean?
In the park? The bench? Yeah. She couldn't have a house in the country, so she found herself a hideout in the city. Her favorite bench. She revealed her little secret to me years later. You're telling me she never took you there?
No.
No. Right. I guess that's because it was after Dad moved out. You were gone by that time.
What was it like?
Actually, it was beautiful. And finally, I was old enough to sit still for 5 minutes and just look at frickin' trees with her. Doesn't sound very special, but it was. You wouldn't understand. And after she passed, I went to sit on that bench on my own. Every time I was down, I went there. It comforted me. I guess I could really use a place like that now.
So, had enough time to come to terms with the situation?
I'm fine, thanks. There's not much that can bring me down. But I still feel much weaker than usual. Funny, earlier today I tried to lift a container and I couldn't. Remember, you're not alone here. If anything's too heavy to lift, you can always ask for help. Kind of you to say that, but that's not what's bugging me. Physical strength is a part of who I am. Not to mention, it's essential to operate the refinery.
Being strong seems to matter a lot to you.
A little extra confidence never hurt anyone. Not that it was ever my priority. I just like the physical activity. It helped clear my head of problems.
Your problems are gone here. It's a chance to wipe the slate clean.
Maybe, but I still can't get my head around one thing.
What's that?
Like, if everything that happened to me isn't true, then does that apply to the people I knew too? I mean, do they exist, but in some different version as well?
It's possible, yes.
Huh. So, I Hypothetically, someone who in my mind is, let's say, dead could actually still be alive? Hypothetically? Totally. It's really hard to say. The variables are almost infinite. That's overwhelming. Shit. I think I need to get my mind on something else. Why don't you have some fun? Integrate with the living. You deserve it. You think? Sure. Let me know if there's anything more you need. Hey, man. I can see you've been tense lately.
Oh, me?
Nah. I'm cool. Come on. Let me help. How do you usually deal with, anxiety?
Anxiety? I'm not a wimp. I don't do anxiety.
None of us do. We're one hell of a tough team.
That's right. We'll get by.
아, 광물. 후배라고 불려야 되나?
Hey, man. You're clearly angry.
Meaningless small talk will only make me more angry.
So maybe we can talk about something meaningful. What calms you down?
Punching that smirk of yours would definitely do the trick. But if you really need to know, walking it off, I guess.
Maybe you should punch me. Why not? Let it all out. You don't want that. Trust me. But I appreciate the offer.
What do you use for filling?
어.
I can see you're uncomfortable. Anxious. Aren't you? The circumstances are far from comfortable. Huh. Hard to disagree. I wish I could help. What do you usually do to calm down?
Honestly, I try to avoid the thing that scares me or thinking about it.
Yeah. I know a thing or two about running from problems. Somehow they always seem to run faster.
I never said anything about run. What I meant was taking precautions beforehand. Still, it's nice that you shared how you feel.
아, 자기 폭풍. 모듈을 씌울 시간 없겠지?
This now?
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? What's going on? Oh, I'm dizzy.
Are you all right? What happened in the refinery?
Wish I knew. I blacked out.
I think there was a leak and I inhaled toxic fumes. You blacked out? You need some time to get better? A few minutes are more than enough, thanks.
어떻게
Don't you think we're running a bit low on food? Hello?
Jan, Maxwell here.
It's good to hear you. Things are getting more and more tense in here.
Yeah, I know. Lucas told me everything. I set to work at once analyzing the data you sent. I won't lie to you. This condition you discovered is something never seen before. I can confirm what you probably already suspect. It is highly probable that it is induced by accelerated brain tissue development which your alters have undergone. I am very sorry this has happened, but nobody could have predicted it. As I've said before, you're a pioneer, Jan. Unexpected setbacks come with the job.
Easy for you to be sorry from behind a desk.
Is it? I'd say it's harder to be calm when you know you can only be a passive observer. Especially knowing that I'm going to have to ask you to cross another threshold.
I don't like how that sounds.
It's understandable. Just Try to keep an open mind.
What would I have to do?
Prepare a treatment based on biological material from a healthy donor.
Donor of what exactly?
Brain cells.
미친 소리야.
Oh. But isn't it a bit risky to donate brain cells? I mean, don't you need specialist equipment and personnel to do it safely?
But don't worry. You wouldn't be the donor.
What? Why not? I'm the only one who's not affected.
Because it would kill you. It's not blood samples we're talking about, but a significant amount of brain tissue. From the cortex.
So, how did you want me to get it?
There is only one solution. You have Rapidium, Jan. You have the womb. All you need to do is create a copy of your body, but without applying the branching procedure. By leaving its mind records blank, you will create a being with no awareness, no feelings, no thoughts. A biological vessel, if you will. A tabula rasa.
Are you seriously suggesting what I think you are? You want me to create an alternate version of myself in order to extract his cortex?
What do you think makes us human, Jan? Our body or our mind? This life form would not be an alter, because it simply wouldn't be human at all. It would only be a body.
Wait, but if Rapidium-induced growth causes this, won't he get sick as well?
It shouldn't. Not if it stays fully sedated. You see, the mutation occurs in the part of the brain responsible for cognitive functions, thinking, learning, remembering. So as long as the vessel's cortex stays inactive, it will remain a clean slate, and its brain tissue will be safe to use.
So, tabula rasa is doomed to die.
Oh, I see what worries you. The possible existence of the human factor some people call the soul. Personally, I prefer the word used by Avicenna, essence. You see, Avicenna made a distinction between essence and existence, which he thought was the domain of the accidental, or, as you would put it, the choices that shape us. Essence, on the other hand, is that core of a being which endures, regardless of any circumstances. For Avicenna, essence proved that there was a God who created us. For me, it's a whole new field.
종교과학자.
Just think about it. What if we looked at this essence just like we look at any other aspect of a human being? Its body, mind, emotions, something that can be scientifically observed, trained, even enhanced. Isn't that exactly what you were doing with your alters, Jan?
Is that what you want me to do with them? Train them? Enhance them?
Of course not. I was only trying to show you how deeply rooted we are in sentimental superstitions our culture imposes on us. All I'm suggesting is that you look at this empty altar's essence in the same way a sculptor looks at a stone that is too brittle to carve in. There's no logical reason to fear dismissing it. Lucas and I went back to our old research to recreate a piece of code we once discarded. One that allowed for a much more flexible approach to erasing human memories. It can serve you to increase the capabilities of the quantum computer and create a tabula rasa version of yourself.
Upgrade the quantum computer? With the use of your banned research, but what about Ally Corp? What about the consequences for me when they find out about all the rules I've broken? A simple builder? I mean, creating my alters is one thing, but this... I could get accused of much bigger violations.
Can I trust you, Jan?
That depends. If I can trust you.
I'm putting a lot at stake for you. Of course you can trust me.
평소에 너 얼마나 거짓말을 많이 하는
Doesn't
거냐고.
have to know anything. Whatever happens from now on can stay strictly between you and me. I told you that I'd do anything to protect your mission, and I wasn't joking. Follow my instructions, and I'll take care of everything else.
Ally Corp has a big medical department. My ex-wife works there. Are you sure we shouldn't turn to them for help instead of harvesting this biological vessel against the law?
You managed to keep both your wife and her employers at arm's length for so long.
이거 레나한테 전화할 수
And I
있나?
can only repeat that it was the wisest decision. You need to believe me, it really isn't in your interest. Or the interest of your alters for them to find out. We can do this. Are you with me?
This is all very confusing. I need to think it through before I make any decisions.
Of course. I'm sure you'll come to the right conclusion.
전화 좀 돌리기 좀
You're a
끊어봐.
smart man, Yandolski. Let me just make one thing clear. My goal isn't to undermine Ally Corp's operations. It's not resentment that drives me. Yes, my career was broken because of their short-sightedness, but I'm not seeking revenge. I just believe that I have a much deeper understanding of the full potential of your mission and the means to execute this potential. All they could ever do is take the rupidium you've found and use it to boost the prices of their shares. Sure, maybe a few hungry people would benefit as a side effect, but it would all be temporary, insignificant, an opportunity lost. So, no, I'm not against them. But I know that by withholding some information from them, we can achieve so much more.
아, 혓바닥 진짜.
Just think about it, Jan. Think about how much everything you're going through is really worth. Because to the corporation, you are just an instrument. To me, you are a gift.
Lucas?
Jan? Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm calling with some good news. I managed to build another rupidium arc.
Wow. Really? That's awesome. I know it might seem boring to you, but I really believe rupidium can change things. You know? It wasn't always like this. I used to think it was all a big scam, an easy way for corporations to patch their post-crisis budgets with
그럴 수
public
있지.
money.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, and my discovery was something they never planned.
Planned or not, it raised my hopes back up. I started believing again that things can change. Look, I never tell this to anybody, but you should know that back home, my older brother is doing time.
In prison? Seriously?
Yeah. You know how they always catch the little fish? My brother was a good kid, but he was unlucky. Our parents couldn't afford a higher education for us. He had to work, support the family. And where I come from, well, not too many options who you can work for, if you know what I mean. I was lucky. I met Maxwell. He paid my tuition fees.
That really is sad for your brother, but I believe that there's no such thing as no choice.
Of course. He could have let his kids starve. My family used to live off the land, but after water became a luxury, that was no longer possible. And with no education or rich relatives, trust me, alternatives were thin. I'm telling you, I was that close from ending up like him. If it weren't for Maxwell. My grandma says it was a miracle.
How did Maxwell find you?
Simple. He was looking for promising students. And I'd just taken part in a science Olympiad in my country. I had a good result. Very good, actually. And my topic was quantum algorithms. Call it what you want. Destiny. Pure chance. Fact is, Maxwell was going through a tough time in his life too. But That's a whole different story for some other time, maybe.
It was good talking to you.
You too. Good luck. And keep it up, okay? More arcs really could mean a better world. I'll send it out.
아, 자기 폭풍 타임인가? 어?
Hey, Jan. Got a minute for me?
Tension is becoming dangerous. Hey there. I talked to Maxwell. It looks like he came up with a cure for your condition. Really? Are you telling me there's hope? Yeah, it's some kind of sophisticated treatment based on healthy brain tissue. Maxwell sent us a formula. Oh. That's ambitious. What do you need me to do? Well, I'll need you to reprogram our quantum computer according to some old piece of code from Maxwell's experiments. He claims it's gonna let us create an awareness-free alter. Awareness-free? We need a brain tissue donor that can be sacrificed. So we're making sure it's not an actual person like us. Yes, that seems rational. So you're
왜
okay
내?
with it? It sounds like a promising idea. Why would I not be okay with it? Because it's cruel? Science is cruel. Survival is cruel. But it's not just about our survival, right? The whole mission is at stake, Jan. That's what Maxwell said. Don't you find it odd that he's so reluctant to consult Ally Corp Medical about our problem? It is slightly unsettling, I admit. Are you thinking of talking to them behind his back? I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake to cut Len off like that. Look, this situation is starting to be a little too emotionally problematic for me. She's your ex, not mine. You decide whether you want to take the risk. Just remember, Maxwell gave us a viable option. Shouldn't we just proceed instead of complicating things? I'm not comfortable with Maxwell's option. Okay then, do as you wish. Call Lena. She's good at what she does, that's for sure. But in the meantime, let me start researching this new QC functionality so as not to waste time in case it turns out Lena can't help us. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. We can do this.
I envy you. You believe everything can be fixed as long as everyone
Hey there.
has good intentions.
You wanted to talk about something? Yeah. I've been thinking about the branching thing. It's so confusing. Tell me about it. I mean, remember how I told you about my body? The one I know versus this one? Well, I don't get it. Why is it exactly that we're created with different minds, like, different beverages or snacks, but then we all end up in the same packaging? It doesn't make much sense. Well, it's not the packaging that matters most. It's the content.
That's what they say. But you don't brew ale only to pour it into plastic bottles. My skills, my whole personality derives from a certain lifestyle, and that makes my mind and body inseparable. That's how it feels to me.
Huh. I never looked at it that way.
I know, and honestly, I find it a little hard to understand. I mean, how can you be so careless about your body? It's the only thing you'll ever have, man. Why'd you let it become so neglected?
I guess I just had more important things to do. Studying, settling down, buying a house.
Funny. Now that I look at it, you probably didn't have my motivation.
Which was?
Well, for me, it all started when I moved abroad. You know, after Mom died, I decided to stay there, and for a while it was pretty lonely out there.
Didn't you have friends?
Not at first, no. You can laugh, but I was a little apprehensive to jump into a new environment. It was just work and sleep, and some bad eating habits.
So that's when you started working out.
Out of boredom at first. Then, kind of became a fun thing. I made friends, started going out a lot, but by that time, the gym had become an important part of my routine. I drank less, slept better, and it just made me feel in control of my life, you know?
I get you. Now that you've told me the whole story.
Thanks. You know, maybe if I could get back to my routine here, at least in some way, it could really help me shake off all this anxiety. I'd probably sleep better, feel more like me. Do you think there's a chance you could help me get my hands on some exercise equipment here?
I could try.
Really? Thanks, bro. I knew I could confide in you.
정도로 괜찮을까?
I can see that you're angry. Just leave me alone. Come on, let me help. What do you usually do when you feel like this?
I don't know. Go to a bar, I guess. Nothing better than a bottle of cheap, lukewarm beer, am I right?
If you work hard, you gotta party hard, right?
You know it.
Jan, we need to discuss something. Looks like you have something to say to me. Please.
번역이 왔다 갔다 하냐
Tell me
갑자기.
it's not true. Are we seriously going to farm a human being like it's a plant?
No, you're right. It's unthinkable.
Look, I know you're reluctant about talking to Lennon. But isn't that what you have me for?
What do you mean?
Maybe I should talk to her.
Actually, why not? Could make things easier.
Yeah, much easier. I'll convince her to help us. Just watch me.
What a dub world we live in, huh?
뭔 소리? 아, 뭔데? 정사능 베리어 UI? 아,
I can see you're afraid. Not good at hiding emotions, am I? Well, I think I'm just anxious about
기계실 롬을 안 고쳐서 그렇구나.
I hear ya. How do you normally cope when things get uncertain?
You know, I sit in my armchair and just slow down a little. You know, my cat on my lap, purring, stuff like that.
Right, cat. Tell me about it.
Hector? Oh, he's so great. A mischievous little creature. I'm telling you, he needs constant intellectual stimulation.
이건 그냥 나쁜 고양이라고 하면 안 되겠죠?
Which usually involves breaking things.
help with this now?
그러면 조금 쉬었다가 오겠습니다. 이따 봬요. 치바.